Hello everybody and welcome to Livewire, your weekly news for wrestling you could use. This week on WWE Raw, we had some big matches as we head towards WWE Warfare, the prelude to SummerSlam, in which all three respective companies will come together at SummerSlam for a three-way go-around. So, we started off with Diamond Dallas Page continues his winning streak as he went against Big Effing Cage with a Diamond Cutter victory. The Drifter wrestled Kenneth Johnson, and what a great match it was, as the Drifter continues to show, whether it's the utilization of his guitar or his very interesting neck breaker that he's been utilizing. Elias always says, "Will you come with me?" Well, he came with another victory. And the rivalry between Jonathan Moxley and Bad Luck Fale continues. Both men had problems winning the United States Championship from Chad Gable, but they wrestled again. Fale beats Moxley by countout, and they get into a huge brawl afterwards, and we will find out exactly at Warfare if they can settle the score. The Dark Ascension ended up defeating Crimson and Michael Elgin. Crimson and Elgin have been on kind of a losing streak lately, so we'll see how that dichotomy works. Ricochet versus Chad Gable. Ricochet loses with another interference by Luke Harper. Luke Harper really wants to prove that he is the man, and he should be able to do it at Warfare. We had Kevin Steen versus Davey Richards versus Anton Brown, and we had Antoine Brown, the son of Bad News Brown, picking up a big victory here on Raw. The New Midnight Express, Eaton and Lane, defeated the Villain and Drew Gulak, as the rivalry between Camp Cornette and intensified with Heyman's boys, as Heyman's boys tried to cost them their match, but it did not work. We also had Myers go one-on-one with Trent Seven, the Intercontinental Champion, and Myers picked up a win with the utilization of the Heart Punch. Joey Pink defeats Keith Lee, which surprised everybody, and Joey Pink's been on a great winning streak. And then you had the Samoans defeated Hannibal and Massacre, while Bushi defeated Neville with the use of the Mist. For the WWE Championship match, the Premier Athlete Tony Nese defeated AJ Styles after Tama attacked AJ in the middle of the match. Also for the WWE Tag Team titles, Kane and Jake Agrippino with a victory over Chris Hero and Samoa Joe. Joe representing Camp Cornette, Chris Hero representing Heyman's boys, and they could not even get on the same page. Enrique Agrippino and the Corsair battled Shane Agrippino and Gary Agrippino, and it would be Enrique and Corsair who would pick up the win. So let's talk about the card that's coming up at SummerSlam. SummerSlam it's for WWE Warfare, which will take place this Saturday night. We will, of course, have Hart and Valentine are set to wrestle the Kingdom in a great tag team match for the WWE United States Championship. Chad Gable will wrestle Matthew Riddle, which should be a great match. Both of them are extremely talented. We will also see in a First Blood match, Bad Luck Fale will wrestle Jonathan Moxley. AJ Styles will wrestle Tama Tonga. Diamond Dallas Page later has been signed to wrestle Killian Dane, one of our new competitors here in the WWE. While Kane Agrippino and Jake Agrippino will wrestle the Brainbusters. the newly formed Jeff Anderson and Carl Blanchard for the tag team titles. We will see Ricochet battle Luke Harper. We'll also see Ron McMahon Helmsley team with Joey Pink. They've been a successful tag team to wrestle Sanada and Ibushi. And the WWE Intercontinental Championship match will be a triple threat match, which will be Trent Seven versus the Drifter versus Myers. The Drifter and Myers both have been getting big wins. Both of them have wins over Trent Seven, so we'll see how it goes. We will have a War Games match. The Dangerous Alliance, Heyman's Boys, versus Camp Cornette. We will also have a SummerSlam 91 rematch as Starr will wrestle Corsair. And in the main event, it will be a triple threat steel cage match where Tony Nese will defend against Enrique Agrippino and Shane Agrippino. Enrique and Shane are brothers. They're both the sons of Charles Agrippino Sr., and we will see exactly if they can go. Well, so far it's been a great week for wrestling. Very good so far. So we're going to keep going on, and we are going to talk about NXT. Well, NXT coming up, we'll have Rage Wars. But let's talk about, before we get to Rage Wars, let's talk about the 6-man tag tournament right now. So far right now, still in the tournament, we have the Church, who are scheduled to wrestle Evans, PJ Black, and Devlin Cutter. We have Solomon Crow, Aleister Black, and Vampiro set to wrestle Ricky Shane Page, Joe Hendry, and BT Gunn of the Prestige. We have Shane Strickland, Helios, and Matt Cross scheduled to wrestle Zbyszko, Thatcher, and Ciampa. We know that Joey Ryan, MJF, and Killer Colt defeated Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, and Dragon Azteca. Now NXT is tonight, so this is the Rage Wars card right now. We have Mr. Cisco set to wrestle Matt Cross. Monoxide will wrestle Gunner. The finals of the NXT X Division, the finals of the NXT 6-man tag team titles. For the global title, Aleister Black will wrestle Ethan Page. We have a 6-man New York City street fight, which we will have the Brooklyn Beatdown versus the All-Stars. We have NXT tag team title match, which will be the New Church, Money Incorporated, and HF versus the Messiahs. Also, Timothy Thatcher will wrestle Tommy Rich Jr. in a grudge match. In a last man standing match, you will see Pentagon Dark wrestle Super Dragon. For the NXT Pure title, it will be Malik versus EC3. We know Punisher Martinez will wrestle against Big Matt, and the NXT Championship match will be Tommy End versus Daniel Bryan. So far with some great action, we got the last thing on the list is World Championship Wrestling. And for World Championship Wrestling, we have some big matches coming up. We have, of course, Wrestle War is upcoming, and at Wrestle War we will have Roland Roma will wrestle Big Van Vader. We know in a Falls Count Anywhere match, it will be the Wyatts versus the Death Knights. Both teams screwed each other out of their matches, so we now know the final battle, the final showdown, will be at Wrestle War. We also know for the Cruiserweight Championship, it will be Colby Corino versus Dom Mysterio. For the WCW United States Championship, we'll have Johnny Gargano versus Doc versus Big D versus Adam Cole versus Papa Shango versus Damo. In a grudge match, we will see Jupiter versus Draven. Draven is the son of Raven, while Jupiter is Saturn's son. And we thought they were going to be a great tag team, but what happened was Jupiter cost them the match. And there's a three-way steel cage match, which will have Cassius Ohno, Baron Corbin, and Leak Reigns. In an I Quit match, it is Chuck Jacobs versus Devin Shaw. For the WCW World Tag Team titles, we'll have new World Tag Team champions, as Trevor Lee and Kyle Alvarado will battle the British Kid and Butcher Charlie of JA Incorporated, King Kong Bundy 2 and Scott Bigelow as a team, Pete Dunne and Charles Agrippino Jr. We'll have a 6-way chain match in which it will be Daniel Poffo versus Bray Wyatt versus Riker versus Raven versus CM Punk versus Elias Young. And in our main event, it will be the WCW World title will be under deathmatch rules, which means anything goes. It will be Jack Manson, the world champion, versus the leader of the Death Knights, Ragnarok. And what we know is the Death Knights will not be on ringside. They will not be at ringside at all, because we will have a shark tank for each member of them, and each member will be inside of a shark tank above the ring. Now, we are going to talk about, we're going to go over the Victory Series and who's in what place. So, Glory Series, in round 2, Johnny Gargano has 110 points, Butcher Charlie has 50, Kyle O'Reilly has 40, Cassius Ohno has 50, Finn Balor has 92 points, Doc has 20, Big D has 20, Raven has 20, Chuck Jacobs has 50 points in the series, Daniel Poffo has 25, Texano has 15, Draven has 15, 25 for Chaosity, Bray Wyatt has 15 points, Sean Agrippino only has 10, Leak has 20, Elias Young has 5, Pete Dunne has 5, Devin Shaw has 10, Charles Agrippino Jr. has 15, Baron Corbin has 5, Damo has 7, Adam Cole has 7, CM Punk has 15, Charlie 2K has 5, Papa Shango has 10, Eddie Edwards has 10, Big Cass has 0, Jesse Neal has 10, and Ricky has 0. So a lot of people have been able to pick up some points, but Wrestle War could completely affect the series and who's standing where. Well, this has been Livewire. As always, I'll always give you the weekly updates for here at the Wrestling Planet. So, I am Justin Shane, and I will see you guys all next week in the ring.